teams. What teams? Security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm not no amateur either, so if something's small, I don't bother calling them. So, in other words, you just watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Huh? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if this is a part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Give me a break. Don't try to pin this whole thing on me. It's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh no. I knew something smelled bad. And it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I will say, that was then and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm gonna have to break his cyclox after all. Can we even break it now? I don't know. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Of course I was! Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out to work to see, just yesterday to see Miss Delight? But that was that. And this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out to work last night too? Never! I never sneak. I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow. That's some confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning, because we got this thing from Larry, so hey. This wallet, you know all about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar. You had delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that just happened yesterday. Got blast release. 1 o'clock in the morning? Oh, that's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah, I just like this there. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. And what's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. I mean, he made the Tinker clock, which is amazing. He made it. So... The murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shit was before mine. Why do I have the feeling he still doesn't getting the seriousness of this? Yeah, he is. Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a little bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard? Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was open with his card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. in the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Ugh. Oh, Larry, you can't just duck out of responsibility at this time. Ah, no. Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there's nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I had to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend! Like it was some horrible joke. If I knew what was going on, the guy sucked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one doing the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So, that's why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I can't even make it up for it, Nick. What can I do? What? He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything? Just name it. I'll do whatever it takes to make it up for it. I swear I will. Larry? Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! So we have the buzzer. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come rounding to your rescue like the professional guard that I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks. I try. Do you think you can tell us more about this buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor at the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, you know, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the latest person on this planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder. Yes, it is. Oh. Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off at that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did. I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think... Wah! What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake. Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once. In the morning, around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when a murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. By the way, Brace died himself because we're gonna. This thing is hanging up. It's standing out like a sore thumb. And what do you think is here? Something is written on this poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. This is actually nothing related to the case, but it's a little funny thing. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed, Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor. She is one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with a real genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Oh. I just had to show that one to you guys. Oh, no Wendy Oldbag. Oh. Oh. The Treasures of Karain exhibit is all ruined right now. Maya, I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was a big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer up her somehow. Well, now we got the sacred urn back. Maybe they can reopen it? Really? Sure. Maybe we can label it the urn Master Mask desires. That'll probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around down here for? So how's it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. I just heard all about it on the news. So, the detective was actually the thief all along. It looks like they're that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Master Max to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick. If she wants to apologize, you should just let her. So, when was it you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that mask calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must really want the sacred urn after all. I guess so. What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought he was here to stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about the criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that he was, that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. I'm so glad you got your sacred urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Cyclops? What do you think this means, Nick? I mean, if we see this one, this is the exhibit picture, and we got it back whole, you know? Because the urn doesn't look like this now. This one? It's pretty small. It means that the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Let's see if we can break this one. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today, it's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. Maybe it could be a fake? A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted to the child was genuine? I don't think we have right now. No, we do not. So I guess we'll have to come back to her later. So the only place we haven't been now is the detention center, which will be going through here, I think. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually a mask in a mask? And this must be incredibly embarrassing for him, don't you think? Yeah, I guess I'm trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Not much going on here. Okay, just going this way then. I already told you, it's not me! A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, and we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police is going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case right on their hands. Oh, right, thanks. I forgot about that. Gotta take my vitamin D. That's the problem with having my, being a half African and living in Sweden, or actually in Scandinavia in general. I have, during the winter, I always have a vitamin D deficiency. I've had that forever. But hey, supplements. I guess you're right. The guard over there looks a little bit on edge too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, so I guess we don't have anything else right now, so what are we missing? We have all of this. There's something I missed over here. Nope, he doesn't know anything. Maybe we actually have to present the thing to Larry. I guess that really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know? What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This kind reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. Hey, Sweden will just have to deal with it. Ow, I think I might bite my tongue somehow. Okay, I guess we're still working on... Is there something we have forgotten to tell this girl? There's nothing new here, no new evidence. Nope. What are we missing? Wow, look at that huge framed photo. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark cloudy sky. There's a title written on the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer he would have seen better days. We have... What am I missing now? We have taken everything from this, unless there's something on the... Yeah, there's nothing new here. What am I missing? There's absolutely nothing new here. Can we actually break the thing with her right now? Oh, take this off. No! Back in a moment. Sorry about that. God, that's annoying. That was my 3D printer. I was complaining. There's something wrong with the sensors on my 3D printer, and it makes a racket whenever it thinks it's out of filament. I just need to go out there and reset it to keep printing. Just extrude a little bit of filament and just set it to keep going. But it's so incredibly loud. And I need to do something, figure out where that sensor is and fix it because it's so annoying. Okay, let's keep going. God, and I hate that sound. It's just it's just ear piercing.
I mean, I had these headphones on and I still heard it loud and clear. I was like,
how do you think it is for me when I am out there in front of it and it's screaming at me?
Yeah, I've been out there when it's done that, you know?
Sorry about that. I hope it doesn't happen again tonight. It's about halfway done, so hopefully it will finish before we have to go to bed. I don't want to wait up for it. Let's see. Well, I guess we're gonna... The only thing we haven't done is talk to her here, so let's see whether that's what we're doing. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet! But there's something a little different about it. Don't just look at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn poster. But the urn we got back says Ami, like it always used to. Okay, so this is, I guess, what we're missing. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. But I'm sure they weren't there before. Might know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, The repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I am. And the repairer was there was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that the urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Kurain Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Kurain Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Kurain Village to do their training, right? Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So, why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well... Lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo just to do just that. A channeling dojo? Huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When this medium uses a Kurain technique, she will temporarily lose her own will. So, when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even be forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a little shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being the master of Kurain is going to be a heavy responsibility. So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder! Well, first we need to know exactly where, blah blah blah, okay. This is not much. Okay, let's see if we can do the thing in the detention center now then. Yes, we can. Ah! Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did I finish their interrogation? Yes, but don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from the Lordy department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's when the CEO, Kane Bullock, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So, the only question is, where were you that night? This time, I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask the Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Light. But at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole the urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security that time. So then, the person dressed up as the Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Acme. So, that night, you didn't go to Lordy Taylor, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, so what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So, then I used the key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Buller that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned.